Hello everyone, this is Ming Zhong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-mini futures. In this video, I am going to show you the market recap on the yesterday's session, the bias going forward, key levels to pay attention to, and of course the potential setup for the US session later. And I did not cover the trade view because I did not have any trade initiated last night. But I will show you in the market recap and why I did not initiate any positions. All right, so let's just get started. In this H4 chart, you can see that yesterday was a test day. So what do I mean by a test day? As you can see here, we have a spring on this day, 22nd, I think during the London session, and subsequently followed by a sign of strength rally and breakout of this trading range 2980, and eventually we reached a high at 3020, and I was anticipating a pullback or a backing up action to complete the structure so that it can just rally up further. So yesterday action, especially during the last hour sell off, could be the test that I'm looking for, or the backup action, which is this from here to there. So the test here, I actually did mention a potential long entry if we can just bounce up from here on around 2980 level to test the resistance turn support level. But because it actually happened in the last hour, so definitely did not have the chance to get into the long position. So, but in terms of structure, I think it is a very textbook style structure. Like we have a accumulation, reaccumulation range here. The sign of strength rally started just after the spring and followed by a backup action, and the rally seems to continue on. And you can see that in the H1 chart here, there was some profit taking or selling happening from London session, or even just right before the European session. So you can see that there are quite a number of the rejection tail here, or the supply tail, throughout and all the way into the US session. But the selling wasn't that strong, except the last hour bar. There's a strong sell-off. But in general, the selling of the top here suggests some profit-taking activity just after a significant rally all the way from close to 2900 to 3000, so about 100 points. So this is a quite common activity for people to take profits. And if we look at the 3 minutes chart, let me show you why I did not initiate any trade. Okay, I think it's simple. You look at this chart, then you will get a clear picture. So as you can see here, the rally actually started in the Asian session about 8:30 after the Tokyo market opened, and subsequently it just ramped up further. And right at the 12:30, just before the European session started, it had a reaction. And from there on, this is a change of character out of this uptrend, and a trading range was formed, but in an upsloping way. As you can see that it actually forms a higher low, higher high throughout. But this is the range going into the US session. We have seen a kind of like the uptrust section, and the sell-off begin right at the opening. So we have a sell-off bar here, but it's still within this range. My bias was actually a long, and also to long near around 2980. So with this kind of the structure, I just could not find any comfortable short entry. So I just do nothing and just watch for the first hour or first 1.5 hour. But going forward, let me Just get back to the H1 chart. So what's happening now? Okay, so let me zoom out a bit. So you can see that we have already broken out from this trading range, and this is the absorption area, and currently we near the resistance. Actually, I think we just broke out the resistance high here to 3020, because I just initiated a long entry based on a breakout trade, which I'll just show you in a minute. So the immediate support level that I'm actually looking at is definitely the swing low here around 2980. And if we see deeper tests, then probably we'll just test this breakout bar from 2960 to 2980. So these are two possible support levels from 2980, which is the swing low here, or the yesterday low. And if we have a deeper test, then this bar is definitely worth to pay attention to 2960 to 2980. But because of this backup action, I think we probably completed the test or the backup action, and it's ready to mark up for higher targets. And just after it actually broke out about 10 minutes ago, above 3020, I just initiated a long entry. So hopefully it can just trend higher. And the bias that I'm having for today's for day trading is definitely up, and for swing trading is still up, because if we zoom out looking at H4, then you can see that we're still within this up channel here. So the target that I'm actually hoping for is actually somewhere around here. The first resistance level at 3050, and the second resistance is close to the channel overbought around 3080. So hopefully this run up can just carry the momentum to the levels 3050 to 3080. And yeah, so this is pretty much the end of the video. In terms of the bias, I talk about the swing and the day trading that are both up. And for the immediate resistance and the support levels, as I mentioned, is 2960 to 2980 for the support, and resistance definitely 3050 and 3080. And potential setup, well, as I've already entered into the breakout trade, so depends on how it goes. Then if it just a false breakout turns out to be, then I will just exit and stop out, and expect a further test back to the 2980, or even deeper test to test of this breakout bar from 2960 to 2980. Then if there's a bounce up, then I will consider long entry. So this is pretty much it for my video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something out. So if you like it, just click like, and also hover to my name or picture to follow me. And do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification for my future videos. All right. So thanks for your time. If you have any kind of the comments, questions, suggestion, feel free to let me know by commenting below. Thank you very much. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.